So hello team. So in this session, we are going to cover Oracle Recruitment Cloud end user candidate experience. So in this part one session, we will be seeing how to assign Oracle Recruitment Cloud roles to employee and convert that employee as a recruiter or recruiting manager. Okay. So once it is done, we are going to see how to create a legal entity and legal entity HCM information. So and how to assign this LDG for the legal entity. Okay. So once it is done, we are going to see how to configure job application flow. Okay. So once we're done with the job application flow, we are going to see how to configure job requisition template and associate candidate selection process, the default candidate selection process and the custom job application flow. Okay. Once it is done, so we are going to create a job requisition and posting it into the external career site. Okay.
So going forward, I want to complete the important steps of implementation. And once it is done, we will go back to the here and there what you call ecosystem. So that in that case, we can complete the subject very fast rather than taking each and everything and it is going months and months. So this is the case study. So we want to complete one end-to-end case study. And anything which is not covered here, we are going to cover again. Okay. So as we discussed, so as of now, so this particular community health system private limited want to configure Oracle Recruitment Cloud. Okay. Community health system. Where is the target location? So they are working in Houston, Texas. Okay. And what they want to hire? They want to hire an implementation consultant, Oracle HCM implementation consultant. So how we are going to configure that one and how we are going to achieve this implementation part. So I have created one HTML file. I'll share this one once the class is completed so that you can do in a multiple environments. You can practice that one in a multiple environments. So the first step is the configuration of geography. Okay. Geography we are going to configure at two levels. One is a state and another one is city level. Okay. And country by default. So which country you want to hire? So United States, which state and which city. Okay. So we are going to configure at only two levels, level 1 and level 2. Level 1 is state, level 2 is city. So just we will go through that task configuration of geographies. I'll show you the task. So what is the offering we need to select here in order to implement Oracle Recruitment Cloud? So what is the offering we need to select in order to implement Oracle Recruitment Cloud, I'm asking. So recruiting and candidate experience. So go to FSM and select recruiting and candidate experience. So this is completely different offering, right? So this is a completely standalone offering and you don't have to dependent on any other module here. That's why there is so much demand in outside. They don't want to implement any other modules. They want to implement ORC. Along with ORC, by default, they are going to implement enterprise structures and workforce structures. So here there is no dependency on absence management, or they don't have dependence on payroll, OTL, or any other module. Okay. So just they want to implement ORC means they have to implement the basics of core HR and ORC module. So anyhow, the functional areas from initial users to workforce information. So that is comes as a part of the default global HR modules. So now recruiting and candidate experience functional module, functional area. So in the recruiting and candidate experience management functional area, so you are going to see about geographies and geography hierarchy structure. You go to here, geography hierarchies. So this is the actual one, geography hierarchy, that is active. This is active. So just what we can do is just go to the geography hierarchy. See here, let us take the country name as United States. See, So what is the levels it was configured here? United States, Texas, Austin, and Dallas. Okay. What they have configured here? United States is country, Texas is a state, and Austin is the city. Okay. Austin is a city. So Dallas is also city. The Rockwell and this Travis is a county, but we are not focusing on the county, just only city. Okay. So let us take India. So they have configured directly town. Okay. They have removed state also, configured directly town. So we can configure level 1, level 2, but always follow the process. Just to take level 1 and level 2. Level 1 is state and level 2 is city. So we will see about this particular geography hierarchies and geography structures in the future classes. But at this point of time, it's not that much important. Okay. So we want to focus complete ORC module. Once we're confident enough on all the modules, we will come back here, because geography hierarchy structure automatically they will load from what we call this vertex. Okay, let us take United States. So here, what is the setup they have done? Level 1 and level 2, and status is active. So anyhow, we are with only United States as of now. It is in the proper configuration only. So United States, state is active, level 1 and level 2. Okay. Let us take India. So they are not following level 1, level 2 here. Okay, they are not following level 1, level 2. So we can change it here also. Go to let us take state is equal to, level 1 is equal to state, level 2 is equal to town. Okay. Now click on OK. You can make it active. You know, click on save and close. So now coming back to geography hierarchies.
Sir, so one doubt, sir.
Yeah.
Is that based on the requirement they're selecting the level 1, level 2 as state and city, or like is that the seeded thing?
So by default, it is level 1, level 2 is given by Oracle. If you don't want level 1, level 2, that's okay, up to you.
Okay.
So if you can if somebody can able to understand, if you say directly Bangalore, and people means who are looking the candidates, they can understand that town or city. You don't have to maintain level 1, level 2. But if they don't understand which city and which they don't able to understand the town directly, then you have to mention level 1 and level 2.
Yes, sir. Got it. Thanks.
It will take a lot of time. Okay, just leave it as it is. We will come back again, because it has to update all geography hierarchy, so it will have a lot of data and all. Okay, so we will come to that legal entity setup. So this particular geography hierarchy we will discuss in depth, in the upcoming classes, how to configure at level 1, level 2, so on, how to make that one active and all. So for now, just leave that particular part. Coming back to the legal entity and HCM information. So this is one of the most important setup. Okay, this is configured. This will be configured by already this HR consultants or people who are having both by default. Anyone who are having ORC knowledge means what? So by default they have to have the proper knowledge in global HR also. The global HR is the foundation part. So now I'm going to create one legal entity called Community Health Systems. So we are going to use the task called manage legal entity. So even though it is in the recruiting and candidate experience, the task will be there, because global HR, the basics will be there in each and every offering, whether it is workforce development, workforce deployment, or recruiting and candidate experience. So Community Health Systems Private Limited. So here what it is there, Community Health System LE. Okay. So I want to create one more legal entity as with the same naming conventions. So this is going to be useful for taking the data also, so that you follow the same thing, or just you can take this as a reference. So start date 1/1/1965. Sorry, 1951. Okay. And legal address. Just already, if you have created legal address, just give that one or take any legal address. Okay, just we will take any legal address from Texas. The location was Houston, Texas, United States. Okay, what we will do is we will create one legal address also. Why the environments are very slow? We will take another environment. ABPQI also. I'm creating one legal address here. Okay, so I'm creating one address for Community Health System headquarters 75851. So this is a postal code. Now click on save and close. So I have created an address. I'm going to create one legal entity also. We will follow the data also as per this guide. So Community Health System legal employer. Start date 1/1/1951. So make it as legal employer and payroll statutory unit. And legal address just now we have created. So Community Health System headquarters, Texas. So I think as of now everyone is clear, right? So I think we have discussed this part multiple times in global HR module, and even payroll also we have discussed. So till now it is common for global HR and recruiting module. So we have done with this particular legal entity. So before moving further, just select that legal entity, save and close. Okay, save and close. So I have scoped this particular legal entity here. I want to associate LDG as well to hire employees in this particular legal entity. So in order to hire an employee, we need to associate LDG also. So go to manage legal entity HCM information. We'll come to payroll statutory unit. Edit, correct. Associate the US LDG. Click on submit. So we have done these two implementation steps. Geography hierarchy, we'll see that one in the next class. So we are done with that second implementation, legal entity and legal entity HCM information. Okay, we have created one legal entity and we have configured LDG also for the particular legal entity. So now coming to the recruiting module. So job application flow. Okay, so why we need this job application flow, and we will see how to configure a job application flow also. I think in the last class we have seen job application flow, how to configure job application flows and all. So I have created another HTML guide to create a job application flow. So why we want this particular job application flow? So in the Oracle Recruitment Cloud, so a proper step-by-step process is required. So while so you want to hire two people, one is implementation consultant and another person is nurse. Okay, so implementation consultant, you want to maintain separate flow. Okay, and if you see here, so I have created two different job flows. One is for recruitment cloud, so Oracle HCM implementation consultant, and another one for, so one is for Oracle HCM implementation consultant job flow and another one for, so nurse. So you want to hire for a particular nurse. So both are completely different, right? So one is a highly technical person and another one is a emergency person who are working as a nurse in ICU. So while hiring, means while doing this what you call recruitment process, the questionnaire, the way we want to hire the particular person will be completely different for nurse and for implementation consultant. So for nurse, what we are going to see, so he is having proper qualifications to handle that work in the ICUs. So whether she is having proper experience, certifications, and all these things, everything will be included in this job application flow. Okay. And at the same time, while doing this recruitment for a functional consultant, we will see his educational qualifications. Okay. And all these things. So we will create two different things. So based upon his educational qualifications or past experiences, which company has worked and all, we will take into consideration. So this want to create two different job application flows for two different type of candidates. So you can create as many job application flows as many you want based upon the requirement. Okay. So just we will create one job application flow to hire a HCM implementation consultant. Okay. So job application flow configuration. So this is job application flow configuration. So what is the first one we want to create? So why we are creating two different job application flows is that we want to highlight, okay, for Oracle implementation consultant, we want highly educated person who has done BTech, and at the same time he has done certifications from Oracle recruitment, say Oracle, any of these Oracle products, and he should have a proper experience. So to capture all these details, I'm creating one job application flow for HCM consultant. At the same time, another job application flow to hire a nurse who is working in ICUs. So in order to capture the details in a proper way, so we are creating two different job application flows. So we will take this as an example. So community health system IT consultant flow. Just we will give the name as. So okay, anyhow the steps also we have given clearly. Go to setup and maintenance, recruiting and candidate experience offering, candidate experience. We will follow the guide. Go to setup and maintenance, recruiting and candidate experience, job application flow configuration. Job application flow configuration. So you don't have to go here and there, just follow this setup guide and remember the navigation also. Job application flow configuration. So now just click on add button, define basic details. What is application flow name we have given here? So community health system IT consultant flow. So here application flow type. So is it a kind of apply? Apply means directly the candidate can apply for a job, or it's a kind of a talent community. You want to add that particular person or candidate to a talent community, or you are asking to join for an event, or you are asking for further more information. Okay. So at this point of time, this application flow is a kind of job apply only. And recruiting type. Okay, if you want to add any particular recruiting type here. So this particular application flow is applicable only for the professionals. So you can add, or if this is applicable for every flow, you just leave it. Okay. At this point of time, we don't have to add what is the recruitment type also. Just we are going to create the basic one. Okay. So now just click on version. So as of now, it is still in the draft mode only. Okay. So just we are starting with version 1. Okay. So when should this version 1 will become active? So start on activation. When you make it as a start, it will become active. So what are the different blocks here? Why we are having these many blocks? So these are the blocks we want to add for this particular job application flow to capture more information. Okay. So here supporting documents, licenses and certifications. When it is showing in that cross mark, we want to make sure inside there would be one section. We have to select a particular section in this particular block. Okay, so we will come one by one. So when you profile import, so we can directly import a profile, means the resume, and it will capture all the information properly. We will see that one also in today's class. Job application questions, questionnaires and all. Okay, this is a particular block I'm adding. And experience. If you go to timeline, so if you want to make this one as a required, you can add this one as a required. Supporting documents, just go inside. Okay.
No.
So what are the documents that are required? So let us take, if you want hello. If you want to require any kind of resume or cover letter required, just select that one. I just want only resume, cover letter is not required. Just licenses and certifications. So here, as we discussed, right? So there would be some sections inside. If you want to select which section. So this is the integration part between profile management and Oracle Recruitment Cloud. So where we are going to create particular sections there, and we are going to give a subscription for whichever the modules they want. And from there, this recruiting cloud will take the sections here. We will see that integration also in the upcoming classes. So at this point of time, we are going to select in this section what we want. We want to have this licenses and certification as a default. Okay. And if you want to make it as required, you can make it as required, but work preferences. Which section? Yeah, work requirements default I've selected. Languages. Select the default section languages. Okay. I have created a community health system IT consultant job flow. IT consultant flow. Okay. And if you want to add any other sections, okay, you can add. So let us take already whichever is covered, whichever is not covered here. Let us take block of education. Add to. So where I want to add here the education qualifications. So let us take under more about you. Add to here more about you. So when I add this particular block, again it is showing in the red color tick mark where the block properties are not defined. Block properties means that particular section we need to enable, which section we want. So under education, I want the default section degrees. Okay, click on save. Okay. So anyhow, we have covered languages, and let us say we want to add skills. So now again it is asking block properties are not defined. Just go inside which section. So personal skills and skills. So just select always the default one while creating the basic job application flow. Okay, as of now we are just still starting it. Always take the default one. Okay, so I have added extra sections also. One is education, another one is skills. Under more about you. Okay, so these are the blocks which we have added. Okay, education block and skills block under more about you section. Okay, and if you want to make this particular job application flow as a one page application flow, so all the details will come one by one and everything will be under one page only. An express apply. If you want to make this as an express apply, we can make it as an express apply. Okay, at this point of time I want to make as a default options only. I'm not making anything more or anything less. So whatever it is coming as a default, I'm making them as default. So we are just starting this job application flow. So in the future we will go to advanced options. So you can use a default section either on one time block or education and experience. You can use a default section either on timeline block or on education and experience blocks. So where is the timeline? Okay. So already I think in the timeline they are covering work, education and history. So in the timeline they are already covering this one. We don't have to make this again. Just to delete. And what is another error it is showing? Yeah, it has taken. Only the education already covered in the timeline. Anyhow, we will see this in the timeline also how it looks like. Okay. So I have added all the blocks in all the different sections. Okay. and I'm going to make this as active. So right now the version status is current. Okay, this is the version 1. Now go to home page, go to setup and maintenance. So go to the task again, search for our job application flow. So what is our job application flow? What type of is it? What type of application flow is that one? Is it talent community or event or request information or apply?
Apply.
Sorry?
Apply.
It is of type apply. Okay. And what is the status? Is it active or inactive or draft status?
Draft.
So we have converted into active, right? Active after activation. It will become active after activation, right? Okay, just we will see whether it is still in the draft or okay, as of now it is still in the draft mode only. So just go to here, select that particular draft one. So community health system, and now make it as activate. Okay. So now it is in the active mode. So community health system ID consultant flow. Okay. So this is a particular job application flow we have created, and that is as of now it is in the version 1. So why we are maintaining versions is, suppose tomorrow we want to update any kind of sections or blocks, just we can update that one without losing earlier how it was. So we are tracking the versions also. Okay, so right now that is enough. So we have created our own job application flow. Okay, we have created our own job application flow. We have added all these things like add a block, so contact information, resume upload, experience, education. So we have captured all these things, right? In terms of blocks, education block. When you try to add education block, it has thrown error because it is already capturing education in terms of timeline. Okay, so license and certification, we have selected the sections and all. So if you want to add any kind of questionnaires also, we can add already the questionnaire section already there. So we have configured this one. Okay, so we can see that the benefits. Recruiters can complete profiles during project portfolios, reduce resume screening by 60% due to upfront capture of module expertise. So we will see that one, how that resume screening time will be reduced. Certificate tracking. Okay, as we are capturing that mandatory blocks, so whether a particular person has done certification or not, so we can capture the details based upon the job application flow itself. All the other things are also this is a kind of theoretical stuff. We can for any practice purpose, for an interview questions, what is the advantage of job application flow, just tell these things. Okay, so this is how we have created one job application flow to hire one particular requirement for HCM consultants. So this job application flow, when we are going to attach while creating job requisition templates. Okay, we will see that one also now. So while creating job requisition templates, so this particular job application flow will be triggered. So this is one of the important step. So why we need to create a job application flow is, suppose I'm creating a job requisition template for Oracle HCM consultant. At that time, particular job application flow will be triggered, though related to the Oracle HCM functional consultant. So as of now, what are the things we have covered? Application flow. So we have covered the basic application flow. So candidate selection process. So at this point of time, we are not working on candidate selection process because this is one of the biggest thing here. This is one of the biggest thing. We will see the candidate experience, okay, rather than candidate selection process. So candidate experience means what? So we will so end user experience or candidate experience. Okay, so we will cover this one today. So candidate experience means what? So I don't know what they have configured inside from ORC. I am not least bothered about how implementation consultant has configured ORC module from inside. Okay. As a candidate, I came for an interview. So in order to come for an interview, first of all, what they have to do? He has to apply for the job, right? So he has to apply for the job in the job portal. So in order to apply for the job in the job portal, first of all, job should be displayed. The job should be there, right? In order for any particular candidate to apply for the job should be displayed in the external career sites. So in order to display that job in the external career site, somebody should create the job, right? Somebody should create the job and post it in the career sites. Okay, someone should create the job and post it in the career site. Okay, we will see these four. And candidate came for the interview process completed, and then offer has released, and then candidate accepted the offer. So once candidate accepted the offer, what he will become?
Employees.
No. Once candidate accepts the offer, what he will become?
Pending workers.
Pending work.
He will become pending work. So it will move to HR. Okay. So these are the prerequisites before moving to global HR. Before a particular person or candidate become an employee. So everybody understood, right? So what is the relationship between ORC and global HR? ORC is a prerequisite module before moving to the global HR. Means it will process all the candidates and do all the interview stuff and all, and whoever have accepted the particular offer which was given by the company, the particular candidate will become a pending worker. And once you accepted the offer, it will move to HR phase, and the HR will convert the pending worker to employee. So from there, anyhow, we are hiring, new hire will start. So once it was moved to employee stage, so the HR will create a new hire in this global HR module. Okay, before a recruiter should create a job, so first of all, one person should have the recruiter role, right? One person should have the recruiter role. Then only he can create a job and post it in the career site. So what are the different roles we are having? So whether it is hiring manager, recruiter, or recruiting manager, ORC admin. So these are the different roles we are having. Okay. So if you see here, this is the end-to-end scenario. So this is a kind of end-to-end scenario. We will start from the roles actually. So anyhow, we are done with the job application flow. So just anyhow, this job application flow will be helpful in the job requisition templates. We will start with hiring manager, recruiter, recruiting manager, recruiting administrator, and recruiting agent. Just we will create one recruiter role. Just I'm going to hire one particular person. So in which legal employer he is a recruiter? So we have created one legal entity, right? What is a
Yes.
legal entity? Community health system legal entity. In this particular legal employer, he is a recruiter. Okay, community health system legal entity. So healthcare US business unit. So here I think they have configured manual process for person number. So let us select here 100. Okay, 10000. This is a person number. Last name. Let us take. I'm selecting recruiter as the last name. So for our easy understanding. Okay, and let us take Pravina. Pravina is his first name, and just for our understanding purpose only, I've made her last name as recruiter. So let us take what is a job she is doing, recruiter job. So just I'm giving click on submit button. I have given a basic details. to complete a task. Okay. So I'm hiring one particular person. I'm giving all these roles. Okay. Recruiter, recruiting manager, all these roles for one particular person called Ravina. So in order to give the roles, where I need to go? In order to give the roles, where I need to go?
Security concerns.
Security concerns.
Yeah, security console. Just once it is done, we will go back to the security console. So it is taking some time. Yeah, okay. Okay, meanwhile, I'll go to this particular person was created or not in the transaction console. Okay, before hiring, always remember these approvals need to be bypassed, because as of now we have not discussed approvals, or if somebody knows already approvals, whoever has already joined in the previous class, they can go for approvals. Otherwise, just make it as a bypass for our practice purpose only. So Pravina recruiter has been hired. Okay, go to security console. So now I'm going to add some of the roles. Click on edit, add role. So what are the roles I need to add here? Recruiter, recruiting manager, and administrator and hiring manager. First of all, I'm going to add the recruiter role. So ORA, IRC, recruiter job role. And then I'm going to add hiring manager. So hiring manager abstract role. I'm going to add recruiter administrator job role, and then recruiting manager job role. For the practice purpose, I have given all these job roles to only one person, but in general, every person will be having their own particular roles. So for our practice purpose, I'm just giving all the roles to only one person. Okay. So he's a recruiter, he's a hiring manager, recruiting manager, and recruiting administrator, so that I can do things a little bit fast. Okay. So I have done with this first step. Okay, first two steps I have done. One person should have the recruiter role. Okay. So these two things completed, right? We will make this color as green. Okay. So now recruiter should create a job and post it in the career site. Okay. So in order to create a job, what they should have? They should have a job requisition template and job requisition, and then they can post it in the career site. So we are going to create a job requisition template. Okay, I think we have to reset the password also for that user. Okay, I have reset the password. Now log in with.
Sir, actually here I have one doubt actually.
Yeah, you can ask.
Yeah. So here for recruiter and the hiring manager, we have two roles, right? So usually while what are the separate roles with recruiter and what separate roles we have for the hiring manager? Like
Yeah, I have created one document.
yeah.
So what they will do as a recruiter, recruiting manager.
Yeah.
So they can see the recruiter and recruiting manager will have a little bit more. Recruiting manager
Yeah.
will have a little bit more capabilities or privileges. We can go through this form. Okay.
Yeah.
So as
But
of now,
I tried actually only having only hiring manager and employee role for one employee.
okay.
Their hiring job is not visible to me actually.
Where?
Sometimes. No, for example, if I'm a hiring manager,
Hmm.
I have created one of the separate user actually.
Hmm.
For separate user, I have employee role and the hiring manager role, right? So usually,
Okay.
if I have hiring manager role, I should see the hiring my client group hiring icon, right? That is not
Correct.
visible to me. That is a problem actually sometimes.
Okay. Have you run the process and all? First of all, my client groups itself is not coming. Huh?
Hiring tab will be there, right? The tab is not coming.
Hiring tab will be there, whether you are able to see my client groups or not.
No.
If you are not able to see my client groups, means it is a problem. Means that the proper privileges are not added there.
Okay. No. Have any kind of list, like proper list. What roles have hiring manager? What roles have recruiter?
So just you can
Like
go and check here, right? Suppose if we go to security console, Search here hiring manager. Hiring manager abstract role. So which role have you added? Hiring manager abstract,
Overall.
right?
Yeah.
It will show
Overall,
all these things.
Yeah.
So what he can do, view job of. All these things you can see here. You can just export to Excel. Or you want to edit the role, just go to here. Just we don't want to edit, but just we can see what is there.
Okay.
So this is things where you can able to view the pages. So
Okay.
function security profiles means what? You can able to access the particular page. And data security profiles means you can able to access the data. So just we can go to here. So this is a place where you can see which access they can do. So if you are saying that issue means that process has not done, means that you are not submitted the TSS process properly. Generally, while you add those roles, automatically the process has to trigger. If it is not happening, means you have to trigger that one again.
Okay.
Retrieve latest LDAP changes process,
Yeah.
you have to trigger manually.
Yeah.
Okay. So these are the particular roles, and each role what they can do and all. I have created one Excel file.
Okay.
You can just go to, I'll share this one also.
Yeah.
Okay. But for a practice purpose, that's why that's the reason I have added all the roles.
Okay.
You know, see at this point of time, you know a little bit more, but other people doesn't know, right? So for the practice purpose, they don't know, they should not
Yeah.
stop because of some roles and privileges. So this they have to do end-to-end implementation. Then they
Yeah.
can segregate where exactly they are looking for.
Yeah.
Okay. So the Pravina recruiter, we have added all the roles, right? From hiring manager, he is having hiring manager role, recruiter role, recruiting manager role, recruiting administrator role. Okay. Now go to my client groups, and if you see hiring, this is completely redwood page. Okay. So now coming back to this one, what we have discussed, candidate experience, right? So recruiter should create the job and post it in the career site. Okay. So first of all, before candidate apply for a job in the job portal, the particular job should be displayed in the career site or external career site, like whether it is so company's external career site. As of now, we are not doing integration with Naukri or Indeed or anything like LinkedIn. So company will have its own external career site. So as of now, they have not posted in the external career site. They have not created the job also. So now, so we are creating a job requisition template. Okay. So come here under hiring, job requisition template. So what is the difference between job requisitions and job requisition template? So template is like, suppose you want to create a job in the particular department, particular what you call location. So everything you will be configuring only one time, and that particular template will be used every time to create a particular job. Okay, so it's a kind of template. Template everybody know, right? What is meant by template? Template is like, suppose you want to print something. Okay, like you want to print something like offer letter. So everything will be the same, right? Only the name of the candidate will change. What is the package will change, and anything related to joining date will change. Something like that one, right?
Yes,
Just
sir.
I want to make sure that what is meant by template, the basic templates. Okay. So let us take example of offer letter template. So what is meant by template? Any template, generally it will have the all the information. Welcome to our company. So thanks for joining this company. So we are glad you are in our company. All these things they will do lot of information, right? So they will follow the same structure for everybody. So whether you are a fresher or whether you are a kind of a senior role, the overall template is same. But what it will change here?
Name.
Hello. So this is a kind of name. So this is a template. Hello. Greetings from Community health systems. We are glad that you have accepted the offer letter. So this is your cost to company. This is the template, right? So it will change. It will not change. The template will not change. So what will change here? The name of the person. What is his cost to company? And who is the chief HR officer? Tomorrow, chief HR officer has resigned, a new person has joined. Whether we are going to change the template? No. Automatically it will capture who is the chief HR officer. Okay, we will not do any kind of a hard coding we will not do here. It will capture the data from who is the chief HR officer, who is having the title chief HR officer, and the joining date. So this is also we are giving the date from the particular. It will also capture the date from this posting date and all, when we are going to give this one. And name. So name of the candidate. So here instead of name we will say the candidate name, because as of now he is not an employee, right? So candidate name. So hello candidate. So greetings from community health system. We are glad. So this is a template, right? This will not change. Same thing for offer for this one also. Job requisition template. Okay, we will see. We will go to here. Job requisition template. So create. So I'm creating a standalone template. Just to give the code as. So for which one I'm creating here? Oracle recruitment, Oracle HCM consultant, right? OHC. Okay. Oracle HCM consultant. The job requisition template, just for our understanding purpose, I'm giving Oracle HCM consultant job requisition template. Same thing, requisition title, Oracle HCM consultant. You now click on next. So who is the hiring manager? So for this particular Oracle HCM consultant job requisition template, these people will not change. So who is the hiring manager? Hiring team. So hiring team will not change. So if you create one template, so by default, when you create a job requisition, the same people will come every time. So who is the hiring manager? Okay. Or let us take hiring manager. We will give it as participant. Recruiter, Pravina, and collaborator. Okay. Mitch Block. So these people will not change for this particular job requisition template. Okay. So who is the hiring manager? Curtis Fitty. Recruiter, Ravina. And collaborator, Mitch Blum. So I want to ask you, suppose here, while we have created one template and given the details, so tomorrow if somebody is not using the template, and they can change the hiring manager and collaborator and recruiter, right? Suppose if they want to hire a same job like Oracle HCM consultant and they're not using the template, there is an option to change the hiring manager, right? There is an option to change the recruiter and collaborator. So that is a problem. So when you are not using the template, so the people will do mistakes, and they will, instead of one person, they will select another person. So, and that particular person may not know how to hire a particular candidate related to this title. Okay. So when you create one proper template, so this is not going to be used in the transactions, but while creating a job requisition, we will take this template. So by default, based upon the template who are there, so hiring manager, recruiter, and collaborator, they will come into the job requisition. Okay, we will see that one. Okay, job requisition, we have added the team, hiring manager, recruiter, and collaborator. So recruiting type. So there are different types of recruiting. So by default, we will take the professionals, and if it is a campus hiring, we will take campus. So professional hiring. Team, are you following, or if you feel anything, just we will take some break. Okay, so what we will do is we will complete this job requisition template, and then we will take 5-10 minutes break, and again we will come back and we will. Okay, is that fine?
Sure, sir.
Okay, so we will complete the job requisition template. Okay, but this is a big one. So if you are interested, we can complete this today, or if you are not able to follow that much, we can do tomorrow also. This is complete. If we can able to do this one, so entire end-to-end of what you call Oracle Recruitment Cloud, we can complete 70%. 70% of the complete flow will be covered in the end-to-end life cycle of candidate experience, because from the beginning we are doing till the end of accepting and converting that particular candidate to employee, and from there it will go to the global HR module. So that's the reason today we will cover till let us take candidate apply for the job in the job portal. Okay, so and from tomorrow we will complete the remaining one, and we will see that other implementations also, once other part of the implementation. Okay, how to create career sites tomorrow, depend upon the time we will go through that one. So if we can do end-to-end implementation, this one almost here we are completing most of the topics also here also. Okay, so now I'm going to create one job requisition template. So what is the type of recruiting? It's a professional. And what is the organization? In which organization you want to hire? So community. So in which department? Let us take. So we are taking human resources US one legal entity. So somebody has changed that name as enterprise as only one enterprise, right? Somebody changed that one. Just we will we don't have to worry about that. We can change the enterprise name. So I'm going to hire this particular person, human resources US one legal entity. So what is the job family when you select human resources? It is a human resources only, right? You select this job family, job function. Yes.
In our organization, the second option, organization is there. So we have selected the department, right, sir?
Correct,
Not
yes.
the department.
So organization means it could be a legal employer, it could be enterprise, it could be department, it could be business unit. So here organization means they have taken a particular department in a particular legal employer. So US1 is a legal entity, and Sagar means somebody has changed the name of the enterprise as Sagar Enterprise.
Yeah.
Okay. So job function is HR. So primary location. So let us take Redwood City, California. So other locations. So Texas. So anything related to Texas. Okay, so for now, just we are hiring only in the primary location, Redwood City, California, United States. So we are creating one particular template. So when you select this template, automatically you are going to hire in this particular organization and particular job family, particular location. Now click on continue. Worker type. So what type of worker you want to hire? So employee. Job type. Standard. Job shift. So day shift. Regular. Full time. Management, I'm not interested to give all these things here. So education levels, bachelor degree. So the remaining things you can add something later also. So I don't want to give all the details also. Yeah. So this is about before posting a job, we will ask, right? In most of the Naukri also they will ask if you want to if you're ready to travel within the country or outside the country. So if it is domestic travel, means within the country, and outside the country, and willing to relocate. So if you're willing to relocate, yes or no? Yes. Okay. So work days. So Monday to Friday, it's normal work days. Job description. Let us take HR specialist. Okay. It comes as a Oracle HCM consultant. Just this job description, you can get it from AI also. Just okay, selecting this. I'm giving the qualifications and all. So this licenses and certification is integration between profile management and recruiting. Okay, just you select any particular okay, Oracle. Okay. So as of now, we have not created any licenses related to that one. So I'm not adding here. So in order to create license, we need to go to profile management. Okay, no problem. So at this point of time, when you hire a particular employee, where it is coming here, this is a particular legal employer, US1 legal entity and US1 business unit. So it's a kind of hybrid mode. Okay, just we will upload this one. So what is the basic information we have selected? So primary work location, just I want to change it to Redwood. So candidate selection process, as we have discussed, right? So in order to create a job requisition template, so there are two things that will come into picture. So what are the two things that come into picture while creating job requisition template? One is job application flow and another one is candidate selection process. Okay. So for this particular template, which one you want to apply, which one you want to add? So I want to add the basic default candidate selection process only, because this is one of the biggest concept in ORC. So anyhow, we have created application flow, right? Job application flow. What is the job application flow we have created? So in the beginning, we have created one job application flow, right? What is the name of that one? CHS IT consultant flow. Okay, CHS IT consultant flow. So candidate selection process. I want to select the default one only. At this point of time, I have not created any kind of custom candidate selection process. So I'm going to select the default one. So this is one of the important things you need to remember. While creating job requisition template, which candidate selection process you want to attach and which application flow, which job application flow you want to attach. Okay. So allow candidates to apply when not posted. So if you want to allow these particular candidates to apply when it is not posted, means what? So internally they can apply. So at this point of time, I'm not allowing anybody to apply also when that job was not posted. Automatically open requisition for sourcing. So this is also by default. So only when it is posted only we are going to allow. So automatically open requisition for sourcing means some agents will do all these things. So when it is posted externally, then only they can open for this particular sourcing. Okay. Delay before posting expires. Okay, just remove, just make everything as it is only. Now click on submit button. So we have created one job requisition template. That's it. It's very easy only. It's not like, see, Oracle Recruitment Cloud is compared to any other module. It is far easy. Just you need to understand what is the process, and mostly it is similar to our outside recruiting only. It's not like too complicated things like payroll. So I have created one job requisition template. Make that as activate. So I have done with job requisition template. So here we have discussed right now. So in which, who is the hiring manager? So we have created one template. So when you take the template, so when you take this template, will you do any mistake while posting any job or offer letter? No, because all the details are properly there. So just you are going to take the parameters, okay, and you are going to post the particular job using this job requisition template. So now, so we have done with the job requisition template. So this is a job requisition template phase. Which organization? So I have taken by default, which organization I have taken. Okay, second. We'll go back to why it is not selecting, why it is not coming.
Here it's taking department. The organization.
That is taking department, I guess.
Yes.
Okay, now we will select in the job only, not as a job requisition. So how it looks like, we can see. So it looks like in the external portal, Oracle HCM Consultant. So bachelor degree, job schedule full-time, job shift day. So this is the address. Okay. We have added Dallas, Redwood, and Chicago, right? This is the address it is going to take. It looks like this. As of now, we have not added any job requisition, job title. So all these things means job profile we have not added properly. That's the reason it is not coming. Okay. So now I'm going to create the job. So I have used job requisition template. I've created one job requisition template. So with that one, I'm going to create a job requisition. So requisition type, there are two things. One is standard and another one is pipeline. So we will discuss about what is meant by pipeline in the future classes. Standard, by default, you take standard means it will have offer letter. Okay. But for the pipeline, there won't be any offer letter. Okay. Just it will capture that candidate's details. So it is kind of keep on taking the data, and whenever it is required, they will convert the candidates. They will call the candidates for interview purpose, and they will release the offer letter. But for standard means what, you have to complete that offer letter and release and select the particular person. Okay. So as of now, I'm taking requisition type. Job requisition type is standard.
Sir, sorry to interrupt. We will take a short break, sir, because it's having more like a lot of information, no? So to capture, yes. For me,
Okay.
I need a break, sir, 5 minutes.
Okay, so we have done as of now.
Job requisition template we have done.
So till job requisition template we have completed.
That is
Okay. So now I'm going to create a job.
requisition.
Okay. So recruiter should create the job and post it to this one. Okay. So we have created job requisition template. Okay. So as a recruiter, now I'm going to create a job and post it in the external career site. So whether you want to go with the template, okay, just we will come back here. Just go to home page. Okay. Now under hiring, create job requisitions. So standard. So we will discuss in depth about what is requisition type, because it's one of the important interview question. But at this point of time, we are not going in depth of every topic. We are seeing end-to-end scenario for candidate experience, how a candidate will apply for a job and move to as an employee. Create requisition from template. Recruiting type. I'm selecting a professional recruiting type. So when I selected the requisition template, the requisition template has been enabled here. Select the requisition template. Okay. So Oracle HCM Consultant job requisition template. So this is the template we have created in the previous session, right? This is the template. Okay. Now click on continue. So number of open positions. Suppose you want to hire 20 people, 20 consultants. Yes, you can change this here. Okay, 20 consultants I want to hire. Okay, business justification. If you want to give any justification. Okay, new positions. Click on continue. So if you see here, as we have selected a template, automatically the Curtis Fitty and Pravina recruiter is coming. At the same time, collaborator Mitch Blum is coming, right? Have I selected this particular hiring manager and Pravina? No. So from where it is coming? It is coming from job requisition template, which I have selected to create the job requisition. Okay. So that is advantage of template. So you don't have to do all the work. So one time we do it in the template, and if you select the template, automatically those values will be auto-populated. Now click on continue. So here also all the details are auto-populating. So whichever is not there, we can select. So let us take organization.
While creating this template, already we have given this organization job family
Yeah,
details.
but it was not associated properly, right? When even we have selected.
Okay.
Even when you see that one also, it is not associated properly.
Yes, sir. Okay. That's the reason we are doing it again.
We are doing it again.
Okay.
Human resources,
Yes, sir.
US1 legal entity, job family. So now I'm making it as an IT job function. Okay, because we are selecting as a Oracle HCM consultant. So in the HR job family, I'm taking it as IT job function. So there is no hard and fast rule. You have to take all the values again from the job requisition template. Template will help you as a kind of a skeleton to enter valid job function. Okay. So I think in the job requisition, we have selected. Okay, I've entered the job function also, HR. So compensation currency, United States, dollar or USD. So automatically, which we have given in the template, it is coming properly. So let us take, I want domestic travel frequency. Just I can update here. No, I can update instead of travel less, I can update it from no. So you don't have to exactly follow the template also. So while creating job requisition, you can do here and there changes. So if you enable this AI assist, it will help you to create this these details. So let us take Oracle HCM consultant will take help of Gemini to prepare the job requisition. So Oracle HCM consultant, give me shorter description. This job. Okay. Take the help of AI to do this kind of we call descriptions and all responsibilities. Okay, so this is the comes under responsibilities. Education qualification, I'm selecting BTech or MBA. Now click on continue. This is a description about the job. So these are the skills. Actually, the skills part also comes from the talent management. Okay, search for already. If you add the skills there, you can search here. Okay, if you are not added, just leave this one as it is. And now click on continue. So offer information also we have added in the job requisition template. So in which legal employer? Okay, now just I want to change it here. In which legal employer we want to add? So we will take it from our company, legal entity, community health system, legal employer. Okay, community health system, legal employer in this legal entity. Okay, in which business unit? So healthcare US business unit. So in the department, information technology. So we need to create all this data before itself, but as of now, just we are taking only it, with respect to ORC. I have not created all these things. Okay, you would select which is related to this one, like system specialist. Okay, so primary work location.
Sir, one small doubt here, sir.
Yeah.
It's about this legal employees, sir. In the beginning, in the basic details, like in the requisition structure, we have given the legal employer as US1 legal entity, and here we are giving it community health system. Like what I'm missing it here, sir, I'm not able to.
So that's what, see, while you create in terms of job requisition template, it's a kind of a template.
Template only.
Okay. And because with the template, I will get all the 100% information. But while you create the job, you can do here and there modifications also. The remaining template will be there. So like candidate selection process. So I'm not changing that one. Job application flow. I'm not changing that one. So the remaining entire thing I'm not changing. Only wherever here and there modifications, we can do that one. So template is like a kind of what we call, we discussed, right? We can do a little bit modifications while creating the actual job requisition.
Okay.
It will help you like a kind of what you call so I don't know how to convey. The template itself is what it's a kind of generic
Format
one,
or predefined format.
generic one.
Okay.
Okay, and we can customize that one by taking. Otherwise, I have to populate all the values from the scratch, right?
Yes,
Here
sir.
we are
Yes.
not populating all the values. So the requisition title also it came automatically.
Okay.
So education level also it came automatically from the template. Primary location also came automatically from the template.
Template.
So other locations just select here. Click on continue. Okay, if you want anything to drag and drop here, any attachment files you want to drag and drop, we can just do that one. Otherwise, just leave this one. So here, if you see this is the important thing: candidate selection process and job application flow. Okay, so automatically came. So candidate selection process and job application flow, it came from the template. If you want to change that one also, you can do it. So it's not like that. So as it came, it is coming from job requisition template. We have to take as it is. If the requirement change immediately, okay, we have to follow different job application flow or different candidate selection process. While this is the exact transaction, we can change that one. But if there is no requirement change, then you can take as it is from the job requisition templates. Okay. Now click on continue. So here the candidate selection process and job application flow is attached to this job requisition. And now coming to the pre-screening questions. So this questionnaire comes as part of talent management module only. In the talent management, we will be having a questionnaire. So just we will add some of the questions here. So how many years of experience directly do you have this particular one? So I have added one particular questionnaire, pre-screening questionnaires. So I have added two pre-screening questionnaires. Do you have exposure towards the global teams? Okay, and how many years of experience do you have with respect to the relative? Okay, so I have added these two pre-screening questionnaires. Okay, and this is applicable for both external and internal hiring. Okay, these two things. Okay, and for external candidate, so we are going to ask another one more question by default. Okay, there's a kind of a disqualification question. Do you have the legal right to work in this country? Means what? Suppose one particular person. So internal means what? Already we have cross-checked this particular person's qualification to work in this country. But external means what? As of now, we don't know this particular person or candidate is having the legal right to work in this country. So we need to validate that one first. Suppose let us take an example of H1B visa. So one particular person moved to US, but he is not having a proper visa. Okay. So maybe he is having H4B visa or some other visa, and he doesn't have any kind of legal right to work in that country. Then we cannot hire the particular candidate. So that comes as a part of compliance issue. So we are going to create one particular question is a kind of a disqualification. So if the particular person or candidate doesn't have a legal right to work in the country, we are not going to hire the candidate. Okay, apart from that one, these two questions we are going to ask. So how many years of experience do you have related to this particular field? Do you have experience working in global teams across multiple time zones? Question is. And I'm going to ask you the interview questionnaire. Interview questionnaire is like a feedback questionnaire, not like interview questions and all. So interview feedback, once that interview got completed, so we are going to ask the particular interviewer to provide the feedback. Okay, now click on save. So I have attached this feedback questionnaire for the interviewer once the interview got completed. Now click on submit button. So with the help of job requisition template, I can able to complete this job requisition a little bit faster, right? Otherwise, I should have attached each and every text field. So with the help of job requisition template, we can able to complete this job requisition much faster. Okay, now once we are done with the job requisition creation, we will search for the job requisitions under job requisition. This particular work area. So we have created this job requisition, right? Oracle HCM Consultant. What is the requisition number? 997. Okay, what is the requisition number? 997. So now just select this particular requisition. Now go to postings. So internal career site and external career site. Okay. So as of now in internal career site, it was not posted. So now just select post now. Now click on save. So external career site. So it was posted. So external career site, it was posted. So in which career site it was posted? Redwood site. So it was posted in the Redwood site. We see the overview of this job. So who is the hiring manager? Hiring manager is Curtis Fitty and recruiter is Praveena. Okay, and recruiting type is professional. Requisition number is 997. Okay, and requisition title is Oracle HCM Consultant. Okay, so now we have posted this particular job in the external career sites and internal career sites. Okay, we will go to our Excel file. So job requisition created, job should be posted in the external career sites. So until here everything done, right? Job should be displayed in the career site, as we need to verify whether it is displaying in the career site or not. Okay. So in which career site it was posted? Redwood site. So now go to career sites. So career sites configuration. Okay, this is the Redwood site. Just go to here, go to the site. So in this particular career site, the job should be displayed. What is the name of the job? So here, as of now, this job is not displaying, right? It's not displaying here. So what is this job ID? 994, right?
7, sir. 997.
997. 1 second. So we need to run one ESS process. Okay. Okay, 997. We need to run one particular ESS process. Okay. Load and index job requisitions. So we have just now created one job requisition, right? So if it is not displaying in the external career site, we need to run this one. Job maintain candidates on job requisitions for search and load and index job requisition. So these two we need to run. Okay, we will wind up the session. Okay, once we can able to search the job in the external career sites. Okay, so tomorrow we will continue that one remaining parts. So one job we have triggered. Another one, load and index job requisitions. Okay, it will take some time to complete the process. Okay, meanwhile, we will log out and log in again. So now are we able to see the new job called Oracle HCM Consultant?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So whichever the job we have created just now. So are we able to see here Oracle HCM Consultant when I selected the category as human resources?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
we can select another category also, clear the filters. So we can search for the new jobs. So we can search last 7 days, less than 7 days. Okay, we can search with the job less than 7 days also. So this is the less than 7 days only, right? We can search with the less than 7 days. The latest job will be displaying here. Or new jobs is there. So we can select with the location. Okay, we can select with the location. We can select with hybrid or categories or less than 7 days. Okay, and we're able to see this HCM consultant. So if you see here, with which user we have logged in here, we are not logged in with any user.